Speak to that a little bit. I know I've heard from Cape Ann Fresh Catch, through the words on the street, is that the stocks in particular in the western Gulf of Maine are coming back strong, and in fact the fisheries service has come out and said that most of the stocks that you guys are fishing are in much better shape than they have been in the last 10-20 years.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we're almost rebuilt. Maybe single stock, almost.
Yeah.
Look, Georges Bank Haddock and Gulf of Maine fully rebuilt.
Yeah.
Nobody says anything about that.
Yeah.
Fully rebuilt.
Yeah.
Georges Bank cod is almost fully rebuilt in 2 years. Gulf of Maine cod is already rebuilt.
Yeah.
Think about this.
Yeah.
Gulf of Maine cod, so everybody knows, is fully rebuilt.
Yeah.
We should be able to catch this fish, catch even more than what they gave us.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot more out there than they're saying.
Yeah.
And we're almost in a fully rebuilt fishery.
Yeah.
So we keep saying, what's the problem?
Right.
In 2014, when everything's fully rebuilt, as they say, it's only 3 years away, not even.
Yeah.
I mean, why are we putting people out of business?
Yeah.
When in 2.5 years we're gonna have a full rebuilt fishery.
Yeah.
Everything we worked for to
Yeah.
bring this back, and governments have been saying, like you said,
Yeah.
that we're almost there.
Yeah.
So what's the problem? So if it takes an extra years, big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the big deal? We're talking about fish here.
Yeah.
You know, we'd rather save that couple of fish because of 1 year's sake, but yet we're going to put hundreds of fishermen out of business.
Yeah.
Don't make sense.
Yeah.
Who's going to catch these fish?
Yeah.
Does that mean we're going to buy more, import more fish from fisheries that ain't even sustainable? That they killing their fisheries overseas.
Yeah.
But yet the people don't recognize that. They just recognize what we do here.
Yeah.
Under a system that's more regulated, than any other industry in the world.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, I keep telling everybody, look, the haddock fishery is fully rebuilt, but nobody's saying nothing about that. The public should be eating haddock, promoting haddock. Go eat the haddock. Go let people catch the haddock. We can't even catch what the government said we're going to catch for haddock this year.
Yeah.
I bet you we won't even catch 50% of the haddock that the government says that we can't catch because of everything else that goes with that for regulations.
Right.
Think about that.
That goes up against like the limited numbers of cod that you're allocated or something.
And everything else.
Right. Yeah.
We're not going to catch it.
Yeah.
But yet we're going to import the rest of it to make up for it. What's wrong with this picture?
Yeah. Jeez.
You know.
So.
Mesh size, we're using the biggest mesh size in the world.
That's
6.5 inch.
6.5 inch.
Nobody in the world has got that mesh size for groundfish. Nobody.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm talking by far.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
We're doing more than the fishery in this country than anybody else is doing all over the world.
Right.
Or even in the rest of the country.
Yeah.
In the Northeast.
Yeah.
You know, we have a success story to tell. Actually.
Yeah.
We should be talking about how good of a position we are.
Yeah.
And how we're doing. We're doing great.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can definitely. I mean, for me, being sort of on the side of things and looking at it and then comparing it to some of the other fisheries, like some of the ones in Canada that aren't coming back, and they don't have a success story there. But
Absolutely.
here, as you said, across the board, all the stocks are increasing and they're at these very close to, or they are rebuilt levels. So now you mentioned the mesh size on the nets. Can you talk a little bit about your boat and how you fish and where you fish? And
well, years ago, we used to travel. We were 6 guys on my boat.
Yeah. 6
family guys, and we used to leave the dock here, and we used to come back after 8 days.
8 days, wow.
You know, and we have 30,000-40,000 of fish. You know, and that was a good trip considered then. You know.
Yeah. Today,
with 2 guys, just me and my son. Everybody's gone. Over here, where we're having the interview right now, we were probably 18, 20 boats bigger than my boat.
Yeah.
They're all gone. I'm the only guy left.
Yeah.
The only guy. And now I can probably go out in 6 hours,
or
maybe a whole day, and catch as much fish as I did 30 years ago.
Really?
Being now 8 days.
Wow.
That's how much fish is out there.
Wow.
And right now, the way we're fishing is, we're running away from fish.
Yeah.
We're steaming around. If we see too much fish in one area, we stay away from it and go someplace else, because if we work in that area where there's too much fish and we catch too much fish, and we ain't got the allocation, we're screwed. I mean, we're in violation.
Yeah, I'm sorry to laugh, but it's, you know, you never hear of a fisherman running away from, like, I don't want to catch too many fish.
Right,
you know?
and that's what we're doing. That's what we're up against right now.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. You think of like any other industry, anybody would be, you know, walking away from money, running away from money because the rules don't, you know, they don't let you. It's unbelievable. Now, when you're out there dragging, now you're saying you can go out and you know, in less than a day catch as much as you want. I know a lot of the people at Cape Ann Fresh Catch, they ask about draggers, and they're always, you know, there's some of the seafood watch people and stuff say don't buy dragger caught fish. But can you talk about how you drag and how you know, the techniques you use for catching the fish that might clear up some of the misconceptions that people have?
Years ago when we used to go fishing, everything was wide open.
Yeah.
Okay, there was no closed areas, there were no rolling closures. Today we have a lot of closed areas. All the place where I fished and grew up on, it's now the Midwestern Gulf of Maine closure. I think it's I don't know, I think it's 30 miles wide by 90 miles long. That's been closed like 12 years now. We haven't been able to go there. On top of that, we've had the last 10 or 12 years, we've had rolling closures where every time you know, the best fishing time came out here to go fishing, the place was shut down. So actually, we rebuilt that fishery under those conditions. And now that we did, we got penalized for it. Because a lot of the day boat fleet that we're fishing out of Gloucester, every time a certain species of fish came in, like haddock and cod, and to rebuild it, we never got to fish on them. We always called it, we always fished in the desert for the last 12 years. And then when this allocation thing went down, as far as the allocation part of it went, we have no history, because especially on the haddock fishery in the Gulf of Maine haddock, every time haddock came inside, we had a rolling closure that we couldn't go fishing on. And so we had no history. We didn't collect any history on that. So we got hurt on that. I mean, we've had a lot of regulations over there, even the mesh size. We went from a 3-inch mash up to a 6.5-inch mash in all these years. I mean, we catch nothing but selective fish. And as far as the gear goes, years ago we used to use 25-inch rollers. We used to go over everything. Rocks, humps. We haven't done that no more. We're down to 12-inch inside the Western Gulf of Maine closure, which is up from inshore, from here to Gloucester, all the way up to 55 miles out. You cannot use anything less than 12-inch rollers. They're very little rollers. So we don't. The only place we go now is on the sand and pure mud. Because we're gonna lose our gear if we don't. So we've changed. We've done well on that on gear size. As far as protecting the environment and all that. I mean, you know, we're probably fishing better on that than anybody else in the world. You know.